Assalamu alaikum. Today I'm going to show you how we're going to apply this case study into our EPANET simulation program. So we have this case study file. I'm going to go through it a little bit fast because I'm going to show it in detail in the EPANET program. So just to have an idea for what this file is saying. So as you can see, we have our network in here, the drawing of our network, and you can notice that we have the source in here, our pipes, and the length for each pipe that we have. And something to notice is that each pipe have a value of 50, except pipe number 14, the length of it is 100. So moving to the next slide, we've got the base demand for each node. As you can see, the direction of each one of them is like out of the node, except this one have two directions for the water, one entering and one leaving. So how to calculate the base demand in this case? We're gonna do a simple mathematics by saying 0.15 minus 4 will give us minus 3.85, and this is the base demand for junction number 1. Moving now into this case study file is showing how to create new projects and all of these things. You'll have to open a new window, new projects, and then first thing you're gonna do is to go into the project section. You're gonna pick defaults and then entering those values. At the beginning, we're gonna start with our ID labels, entering our ID prefix, and then properties, making sure to modify them into these values, and then hydraulics, modifying them into those values. All right, now moving into preferences from file preferences, but then doing this thing here, file, and then you will have preferences, pick this choice, and then adjust them to those same values. All right, now we're gonna start drawing our network. We've got our tools in here. This is our junction, this is our reservoir and tank, and this is the pipe, the pump. Those are the tools we're gonna use in this case study. So I'm just gonna start with drawing the junction, then connecting them using a pipe. All right, and then we've got 3 cases for this case study. The first case is when we make our source only a tank, and then a tank plus a pump. The third case is a reservoir plus a pump. So at the beginning we added a tank, and then connected the tank with the first junction by a pipe. And then we're gonna add the length for each pipe that we've got, but do not forget that pipe number 14 is 100 of length. Nothing new, the same thing. Here we've got our tank. We're gonna press into our tank, and then we're gonna pick the elevation to be 400, I guess. Wait, just want to make sure. Yes, 400. Here, the elevation. Don't worry, all of these are explained in details. Now you can click in your screen, in the program screen, in anywhere, just in any empty space. You click the right click, and then pick option, and you can modify all of the options in this way. Alright, now moving on. The file is mentioning a lot of things. After we finish, we will have to go into the map and then pick the demand and diameter to show the demand and diameter in color. And then we'll have to run. Each time we do a significant step, we have to run, and then we're gonna have to press into the table and take screenshot for each time we run and the window of run was successful, because we want to add them into our report. I'm gonna show you our report after I finish. As you can see, nothing new here. These are the tables after we run, and now we're gonna have to add a pattern. How to add a pattern? Go into the data browser. It is in here, the data browser, and then pick pattern. And then after you pick pattern, you will have a small option here called edit or add. I am not sure. Edit or add, just to make sure what it's called. Yes, I think it is edit. Yes, editor. And then we're gonna add those values for each hour. We're gonna add the factor. After this, we're gonna save the pattern. We're gonna name it, description for it, and the factors. Yes, that's it. And one more time, we're gonna do for the pressure and velocity and time. This is easy. Just we're gonna modify them from the map option. Now after we finish the tank, we're gonna add a pump. Here it's explaining. We're gonna add a pump, and then we're gonna run, and we're gonna extract our tables, and that's it. And here the third case, which is a reservoir plus a pump. Here's the reservoir. So we're gonna delete the tank and the pump from the second case and move into the third case by adding a reservoir and a pump. And we're gonna add curves and all of these things, but these things are gonna be explained in details in the video next to this. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today I'm gonna show you how to do the case study for the water supply EPANET. So at the beginning we went into project, defaults, and then we started to add our prefixes in the same names that mentioned in the file, just to meet all of the requirements of our case study. After we finished from the ID labels, we went into properties and just made sure that they are the same one or the same values in the file. And then we went into hydraulics. So after we finished from adding our defaults, we're gonna start drawing our network. Our network draw, it's mentioned in the case study file, but I wanna make sure that you are familiar with the three cases before we start drawing them. We have three cases today. We're gonna start with a tank connected with our network, and then we're gonna add a pump to this tank, and then we're gonna delete the tank and the pump and replace them with a server and a pump. So as you can see, we're just drawing our network. One thing I wanted to mention is that make sure that the name of your pipes are similar to the names of the pipes in the file, just because not to get confused with the values and all of that. So yeah. So after we finished from drawing our network, we're gonna start adding the value for our elevation for the tank. We're gonna put it 400, and the length for each pipe is mentioned in the case study file. Everything you're gonna find it mentioned in the case study file. One thing to notice is that all of the pipes are 15 in length except pipe number 14. It is 100. So we're just making sure that they are all 50 except the pipe number 14. It is 100. After we finished, we're gonna run and take a screenshot to add it to our report. After this, we're gonna start putting the base demand for each node that we have. The first one, we're gonna put minus 3.85. And the reason behind that is that the water from the tank to the first node is 4, and from the node itself to the second node, it's 0.15. So we're gonna make a simple mathematics by saying 0.15 minus 4 gonna give us minus 3.85, and we're gonna add it for the first one, base demand. And the rest of the values, it's the same values mentioned in the file, exactly. Just a quick reminder, you have to run and to take a screenshot for the run was successful window to add it into your report. And after this, we're gonna go into the map from the browser section. We're gonna have the diameter and demand shown. Because we want to show the numbers for our network, we're gonna click on the right click, then option, and then we're gonna go into notation. We're gonna click on display node values and display link ID to have all of these numbers shown in our network. After this, we're gonna go into tables, or you can go into make run one more time and go into tables. All right, make sure that what the columns you have is the same columns mentioned in the case study, and take a screenshot for each table and add it into your report. Now after we added a pump in the first pipe, we're gonna go into the data section and click into curves and add a new curve. The flow and head values are mentioned in the case study file. And go press OK, and then go into the map one more time, pumps, and click into options. And into pump curve, add the name of your curve. Ours were CU1. Run, take screenshot for your tables, add them to your report. One thing about the table is that the first time you will have to take the network nodes, and the second time we're going to take the second option. Now we're going to delete the pump and the tank itself, and we're going to add a server on the pump. And the same steps will go on one more time. So just add a server. Pipe. We added one more curve, and the flow and head were mentioned in the case study file. We went and added our pump, and then went into the data section, pumps, and from edit, we added our curve into the pump curve, CU2. And then run and take photos for each table. This step is crucial. You will have to do it after each step for the nodes and for the link. Now we're going to go into the browser map. The nodes we're going to choose no value or no view, and the links we're going to choose length. And that's it. Thank you for watching. So we were asked to write a report for our work. So here is our report. The first page was about our personal information. The second one is about contents. And then we started with introduction, objectives, and the whole system description. And then we started in detailing our cases. The first one when it was only a tank, and then the second case, just a quick overview. So we started with description and mythology, result, and we added the run was successful window, just to show that our work was truly successful. Our tables, and then moved into the second case, which is tank and pump, and then added the entire things that we did into the EPANET program. And here comparison between our cases. Here was the source was only a tank, here a tank with a pump, and here a server, and here our pattern, the values, the factor for this pattern, and conclusion and differences, and that's it. Hope I made it seems a little bit clear. It's an easy thing, you can do it easily, and if you have another case study, I think it's gonna follow the same steps and you're gonna be fine.